friends. But we're gonna do something completely different now that we have finally beaten Cult of the Lamb. It only took us...
Yep, no. Real tired of that.
Yeah,
See,
no,
like, that didn't help.
No,
Like, that was everything I should
no,
have had.
I'm not winning, and I'm never going. Oh my god,
They
you
literally
little
didn't do
monster.
it. I'm actually officially at the point where I'm
tired
upset
of you.
Upset
I hate them.
Okay. Like...
30 fucking hours, but we did it! So, while perusing around today, looking for something to watch while I was rotting on the couch after coming back from work this afternoon, I saw a trailer for a game called Best Served Cold. And I looked at it, and wouldn't you know it, somebody at a game studio called, of all things, Roguelike, made a fucking visual novel style game that was custom written for your girl. Like, without even knowing me, they were like, alright, what is this bitch like? Well, she likes point and click shit. Nailed it. She likes mysteries, detective work. Nailed it. She loves the whole jazz era. Prohibition era. Nailed it. She loves cocktails. Fucking nailed it. And she loves murder most foul. 5 out of 5. They fucking did it. And I found out that today is the day the demo dropped. So you know it's going to be our little visual novel thing. We're going to be mystery solving. We're going to be doing this stuff. I'm going to spank that new demo with consent, but I will do it nice and hard. But I appreciate the lurk nonetheless. And, of course, since we are playing a mystery game where your role is literally being a bartender, trying to solve a crime, we made ourselves a classic cocktail right here. This is the one, the only, the Cosmopolitan. It is a vodka, lime, and cranberry juice cocktail. It is a gosh darn delight, and it is good for your kidneys. Oh, baby. Oh, man, that is a nostalgic taste. In this particular Cosmopolitan, there is an extraordinarily high-octane vodka that is 91 proof, and some of the best, smoothest vodka I have ever had. So cheers. Let's go ahead, make sure this demo boots up correctly, and see what we can get out of it. Alright. Look at that! Look at the aesthetic! Jerry Thomas. Yo.
Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place.
However,
But,
how appropriate.
Maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues.
Oh my god, I'm
I'll
sold.
be waiting, bartender.
I'm sold.
Don't let me down.
Oh, I am so sold. First and foremost, I want to note something really quick. Jerry Thomas is, in fact, the American bartender. Like, that's real lore here. Like, I know this is like a fake European-style city or whatever. Or, like, early 1920s American, you know, whatever. But Jerry Thomas is literally a real name. Go Google him. He is the father of American bartending. So the fact that there's, like, the Bartender's Guide by Jerry Thomas, rather. I'm actually reading a book based around his OG cocktail recipe book called Imbibe. I highly recommend it. So this is gonna be fun. New game. Beautiful art so far. I'm living. Deep, dark, dramatic. Here for it. Case 0, The Last Drop. They even got the flapper girl with the pearl earring back there. Ooh, okay. So this is Vincent Florer. I've got 2 actions. Are we ready to have me read to you? I'm gonna read to you now. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Florer, takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. What a day! Czarian literature is providence bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorstops. Well, of course, I'm gonna ask him. Is everything all right, Mr. Floer? Clearly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Damn. Dude is unhappy, but he likes me a little bit for asking how he is. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Well, let's see if we can cheer you up. Ha ha! That's the spirit! Literally, it is the spirit. So do I click it? Oh, I see. Okay. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more their affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Makes sense. If you make me you make me a Alpine Sour, your girl's about to be in the best place ever. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but I didn't expect it. Especially with your background. What do you mean, my background? Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so you can read the heading, Speakeasy Guest Found Dead. Hey, look, I can actually read this to you. It's actually in, like, full writing. It's not just scribbles. We love this. In the early hours of the morning, the body of an as-of-yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off of the Bakovy Boulevard. Bakovy police have since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside a speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in a string of crimes committed on and around the boulevard by the so-called Bakovy killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. In the early hours of the morning... Okay, so it's actually just everything that I already read to you guys. I was just reading it in the tiny font. The woman takes a seat, looking exhausted. Energetic girl. She squints at you, like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm going to crack the walls, but then I stop, and nothing has changed. And there you have it, 2025. Huh? She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Woo! Also, let's talk about some details that they've done in this game really quick. You've even got like little floating motes of dust in the lights that you can see here. I enjoy that. That's a really nice attention to detail. I love the filigree, like, design and outlay. I love how smooth everything looks. I love the expressions in the characters, the references to famous art. There's a ferret right here, which is lovely. I don't know why, but we love it. But, like, really just the dust motes. We even have that. We even have a bug report up here. This is so nice. Take care. That's literally what I say, so... Awkward gentleman. All right, let's take a look at all of these recipes. I'm gonna tell you what each one is. Okay, let's go. We'll start with the mint punch: sugar syrup, white rum, mint leaf, ice cube, soda, lemon slice. That's a mojito. Pirate's Joy: pineapple juice, white rum, coconut cream, pineapple slice, cherry, ice cubes. That is a pina colada. Night Count: ice cubes, gin, vermouth, triple sec, lemon slice. That is a Negroni riff. Normally the triple sec would be... I would want to say that's a Negroni riff because it's gin and vermouth. Normally that would be Campari and a lemon slice. Evening Prayer: gin, vodka, white wine, lemon slice. That is a take on the Vesper Martini. Femme Fatale: ice cubes, tomato juice, vodka, lemon juice, salt, pepper, chili, olive. That's a Bloody Mary. Poison Drop: ice cubes, sugar syrup, whiskey, herbal bitter, orange peel. That's an old fashioned. Cold Winter: vodka, coffee liqueur, cream, coffee powder, ice cubes. That's a White Russian. Wake Up Call: vodka, coffee liqueur, sugar syrup, espresso, coffee beans. That's an espresso martini. Copper Bullet, we've already discussed, is a Moscow Mule, and the Eastern Ruby is a New York Sour. Ta-da! I know, it's really like, these are really like old school staples. I'm not being impressive. It's just kind of nice to see that they have these cool names for these classic drinks that I know how to make every single one. And that makes me feel good that I can make all of these. All right, well, let's see here. Oh boy. There we go. Shouldn't be too difficult. Also, you would never shake an old-fashioned. That's horrifying. Why would you do such a thing? Not bad. Not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. It seemed a good balance. The drink of choice that I have chosen to replicate, however they call it in this game, I immediately forgot. However, this is my take on an espresso martini. The reason that it is my take on an espresso martini is because I don't drink coffee at all. Since I don't drink coffee, my espresso martini, to get this beautiful consistency that looks like anybody else's espresso martini, has the following. Espresso-infused vodka, Borghetti coffee liqueur, not Kahlua, Borghetti, Frangelico liqueur, which is a hazelnut liqueur, as well as a titch of Arvina Amaro for sweetness. And there's one other little thing I put in here. Oh hell, what was it? Normally I would put in like simple syrup, but I didn't make any simple syrup. I talked about that earlier, so we didn't do that. There's fee foam in here that gives it this beautiful little head. Because I'm trying to think, what did I all put in here to make it have a little bit of a taste? Yeah, mostly the hazelnut and the Arvina espresso and coffee liqueur. All right, well, cheers. God damn, dude. I need you to understand, that might be the perfect espresso martini without espresso in it. It has the same bite that coffee would without any of the caffeine. Back to the game. Speaking of bitter things, we have this awkward gentleman who's very happy I gave him an old-fashioned. You can even see the orange slice in there. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and from the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar, it's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer with your help. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who's behind all this. Boy, he just grabbed me by the short and curlies, didn't he? 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure, though. Man didn't even finish his drink. Peter Wagner. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while, and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. Look how much... Okay, this is a great attention to detail right here. So he started here in a good mood. Look how much longer it takes him to get inebriated than other people. That is a really nice thing that they paid attention to in detail. Like, each person is going to have a different threshold, and they show it that way. So, like, in order to get this man tipsy, he's got a ways to go. My man says he likes a little bit of coffee with his, so he's got two options. We've got the higher octane cold winter, which is going to get him closer to drunk. That's going to be our White Russian. Or we've got the wake up call, which is essentially what I'm drinking right now, which is the espresso martini. So I'm going to go ahead and actually go with him, given that he has that stronger liver. We're going to try to get him a little bit drunker. Oh boy. This is a fun mechanic. I'm gonna start by making people good drinks. A White Russian, by the way, would also be a stirred drink, not a shaken drink. See? Immediately got him tipsy. That's where we were going. Man's gotta go visit the loo. Sure thing. Oh no, we have a sad priest! Gloomy priest. A miserable-looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Sir, there's a kink for people like you. And me. Anything besides strong? Not really. Just strong. And in this case, if you're making a Vesper, if you're making the James Bond martini, yes, it would in fact be shaken, not stirred. Now, I would like to note something really quick that I learned relatively recently about the idea about why James Bond would order his drink shaken, not stirred, is because there was apparently some, like, thought process that if he ordered them shaken, they would be diluted enough for him to still be able to function. Ergo, you know, he could still do spy shit. Now, let me tell you something about the Vesper. As constructed by Ian Fleming, the Vesper is 3 measures of Gordon to a measure of vodka to half a measure of Lillet. So what you're looking at is 3 shots of Gordon's dry gin, 1 shot of vodka, half a shot of Lillet Blanc, shaken and served with a lemon twist. That is 4.5 ounces of alcohol. There is not a single amount of dilution in a shaken drink that is going to make sure you function after one of those. Do you know how many Vespers I drank? If you guys remember very briefly, my friend and I were doing a James Bond podcast. I would make a Vesper martini before every show. 1. I need 1. I can only have 1. That is a lot of fucking alcohol in 1 cocktail. That is 2 doubles at once. That literally counts as 4 units of alcohol. It is a damn fine martini, however. You know this is alcoholic. We are permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. You know what, Father? Valid. He tips his head and takes his leave. My hard-drinking priest is my new favorite. Alright, I think that wraps up the day. I don't see anybody else. I will not be finishing the demo unless the demo is about to try to finish me. At the end of each day, you return to your home office, where you can review your clues on the clue board to try to make new deductions. Okay, where's the bug is that I can't click on it anymore. Yeah? The bug is that my mouse disappeared. Yeah, my mouse has disappeared, so there's the bug we're gonna report first. Well, we found our first bug in the game.
This place is no longer a
Stop
bar.
playing that. Dang, you guys, dang. I was really into it here too. Like I was getting all kinds of into this game. I have some fun things to talk about really quick. So this game, so we're back here with Best Served Cold, and this is really neat. This is really neat. Okay, so after we were playing this game last week on stream, we had that issue with the controls. This is my shout out and my hello to Rogue Side. I kept calling them roguelike. It is Rogue Side. They are an independent game developer out of Belgium. Rogue Side Games. It seems that that little bug that we were having issues with is fixed. So I think, fingers crossed, we're going to be able to continue on with that demo this evening. For this game this evening, for our drink of choice, this actually turned out a little differently than I want to. I was attempting a New York Sour, which was the first drink we made in this game, but because I did not use actual red wine, the float didn't work, and so now I have it just sunk at the bottom. The reason for that is because what I tried to float on top of this New York Sour, which is just bourbon, lemon, and simple syrup with a little bit of fee foam in there to give it that head, the red at the bottom is actually Mama Joanna. Mama Joanna is a rum and red wine based premixed drink from the Dominican Republic that is very herbaceous and very good, but it's the closest thing I had to red wine, but because it has rum in it, the density of rum versus everything else just turned it into, So tonight we have a malformed New York Sour, which I might call, I don't know what you call it when the blood's on the bottom here, the New York blood clot. The New York subway. Hey guys, I have actually a wild story about getting off in New York off of the bus station at Port Authority for the first time, if you guys want to hear it. The New York curb stomp. There you go. Cheers. We'll drink to that. Still tastes like a New York Sour. End the evening and go to the next day? Yes. We can continue. I'm so excited. All right. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Oh, we got a crowd in here today. All right, we got like quite the option here. We got this beautiful room of like lounging folk. All right, so who do I want to talk to? Blonde, kind of fey, flapper. She's got an attitude. I returned with the one, the only lemon drop martini. And it is so hard to do this with one hand, the sugar rim included. So, cheers and salute to you. Oh, I make those dangerously. Ooh, I make those dangerously. Oof. All right, so let me tell you real quick about the lemon drop martini that I just made. Couple of things. One, I cut the simple syrup in half because I don't want my drink to taste sugary. I don't like it. So I made this. The recipe calls for 2-ounce vodka, 1/2 ounce of triple sec, 1 ounce lemon juice, 1 ounce simple syrup. I put in 2-ounce vodka, 1/2 ounce triple sec, 1 ounce lemon juice, 1/2 ounce simple syrup, and then I upped it to 2.5 shots of vodka and an extra quarter of lemon juice on top of that, because I just did not want any sweetness. And because these glasses are as big as they are, technically, when you serve a cocktail at a professional place, you are supposed to have the glass filled to the rim or thereabouts. If you don't do that, well, then, like, what's going on with you here? So what I did is I actually cut it. It was probably to about here. And because I was like, I'm not going to add more alcohol to this. I'm not trying to get myself loaded on a Monday night. I just topped it with soda water, and now it just tastes like a delightful, like, lemony, sweet drink with just like a touch of sugar. So that might be the move, actually, for me. That might be a lemon drop I'll actually drink on a regular basis. We're talking to all the women first, because ladies first. Well-dressed girl. Of course. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? Let me see if I can do that exactly the tone that I would normally do that in. If, like, somebody, like, shows up to my bar and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Give them the whole spiel. What can I get for ya? There it is. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. Well, you're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me at any moment. If my friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. Oh, she feels like the odd one out because everybody else is, like, rich and fancy, and she's like, but then there's me. I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Papa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. You can hear the annoyance dripping off of her. Good luck. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. So she just let the mask slip a little bit. Alright, well, I guess we have to talk to this boy. Boy in pink. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selection, then you. I hate these people already. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. My rage response is literally right there. There is literally nothing that will make me angrier in a customer service position than you demanding my attention. I am aware. I have seen you. I have acknowledged you in my mind. You are not forgotten. There are people in front of you. If you ever snap, like my rule of thumb, you snap your fingers at me, get out. Okay, I'm triggered. Salmon suit is an asshole. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints? Ugh. Well, I'm a big fan of rum, I think. You think? You watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with, then regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so 10 bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. Oh, he's a spoiled little rich boy. Oh, are we gonna ruin his life? Are we gonna give him... Look at how low his threshold is. We could fuck up his whole day. All right, pour away. Okay, so I said I was gonna play this game the way I would actually serve customers. If this customer was actually in front of my bar, acting this way... Okay, if someone was actually acting like this to me, the way I would respond is I would make their drink, but shut down. But if they asked me to make them a drink, do you know what I would do? Make them a fucking Long Island. Be like, oh, here's your cocktail. I make them a fancy Long Island. I would upgrade the Long Island. I'd make them a Tokyo tea. Like, I'd make them a Long Island and then, like, halve it and take half for myself and half for them. Like, screw you if you ever go into a bar acting like this. We'll start him on the classics. And if he can't appreciate it, well, that's a him problem. Oh! Oh, he liked it! Oh no, he liked the poison! Well, at least he paid, but did he tip? But did he tip, though? Alright, well, we've talked to everybody at that table. Now here's the question, can we talk to them again? Ooh. Alina is good, but most days I can beat her. There's a fire in me. Competition, even without candy, victory is still sweet. You're a grandmaster. That's why she wears the knight on her necklace. Not quite, although I have won tournaments. We both won a few, but none that were official or major. Alina always beats me when the stakes are high. It's like the pressure of playing against my friend makes me wilt. We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream. To get a little bit better every day, and to beat all those stuffy old bearded men at the chess council together. We love a pair of women out here to cause some trouble. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm talking too much about something I love. But either way, thanks for listening. Can we just hug her? Can I have a hugging option? There is nothing I love more than somebody being passionately into the thing they're doing and talking to me about it. I'm so jazzed. Girly, you talk to me about chess all you want. I am so happy for you. See ya. She was totally worth talking to. Now I have to deal with the rest of them. We'll talk to the blonde first. Evening, Alina. So, what I'm really enjoying is actually that these characters are written with a little bit of depth to them. Like, yes, they're fitting to certain molds, but I appreciate that, like, we've got the complete and total underdog who is not used to this lifestyle at all and feels like a hanger-on. We have got the person who grew up poor and has now got money out of nowhere and is now trying to adapt to the lifestyle of the rich. We have the rich boy who is relatively new to rich, but is more comfortable in that mentality because he got the privilege earlier. And then we have the born into is just wealthy from birth. So we have these great archetypes that are being built out, and they're drawn beautifully. Their expressions are amazing, and there's a lot to them. I like that. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. Alright, she's gone. We chased her out. I have made myself the final cocktail of the evening. This is a black Manhattan. You have seen me drink them before. It is 2 ounces of bourbon, an ounce of Arvina Amaro, and 3 dashes of Angostura bitters with a bar spoonful of Amarena cherry syrup and 1 Amarena cherry hanging out here in the bottom. It is my favorite version of the Manhattan. I have heard from some locals that they don't like it, and I don't care. It's a great Manhattan. So cheers and salute to you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here. We're going to continue on with this demo of Best Served Cold. Cheers. Delightful. All right. She told me we're a cannoli. That's a great way to start. Also, she told me I'm a cannoli is a really good song title for like a ska band. Opinions are fluid. For example, I didn't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls Alina and Maria. If they would just ease off of the chess chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead, I might enjoy their company a great deal more. Okay, I wasn't the only one. Here's the thing. The nice thing about this game is that they do not imply the gender of the bartender. Okay? You are the bartender. You, the player character. So I am playing this as a woman. But here's the thing. Let's take this step one deeper. When I'm a bartender in real life, Pixie acts like a man. And what does that mean? Well, that means I'm a lot more brash, I'm a lot more confident, and a lot more pointed. Behind the bar, I was explaining this to my partner the other day. Behind the bar, as a woman, I have power. A bartender reserves a very exclusive right, and it is the right to cut you off and kick you out. I, the person, am non-confrontational. I, the bartender, am absolutely confrontational. Get the fuck out if you're acting up. Okay. Okay, let's go back to this. I have other things to attend to. I'm sure you do. Alright, I'm about done. Bye, bitch. Let's piece some things together, shall we? No? Is this me brute forcing my way through stuff? Hey, yo. It is now Thursday. Out of touch Thursday. Oh, here's Hugo, speaking of. Oh, we got everybody we know so far. Okay, so here's the thing. I am playing this game without a gender, but I kind of feel like a man playing this game. And I think that's because of everything I talked about earlier about, like, having a more assertive personality as a bartender. So, like, I'm kind of here for whatever this is. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Nasty habit. I'm surprised you think so. Most people here smoke, especially those with colorful backgrounds. Bro, why am I not allowed to be anti-smoking? Why are you pissy about it? Just because I didn't automatically agree that smoking was a good idea. Why, just because I'm an ex-con, you assume that I smoke? That is profiling. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. It's Clue! After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are, what is the killer's motive, and what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? Alright, he doesn't like me very much and he's not drunk. So we're gonna start with his drink preference because I'm doing my fucking job first. I'm sorry, I am paid to be a bartender. You roped me into this murder case. I'm very tired. I just want to know what you want to drink. I want to know who I'm working for. Constable Hugo Mertens. That's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies. I am partial to pointless conversation and wasting my time. Okay. You have no hobbies? If I indulge this line of questioning, will it motivate you to trust me? Yes. Fine. I like building miniatures, and when I was younger, I collected model trains. Ah! He's a nerd! I love him! He's perfect. He likes minis, and he likes trains. He is perfect. We now officially have changed our entire higher position on Hugo because he likes all of the right things. Trains and minis. Tell me more. I'm a collector. What more is there to say? We all collect things. You collect useless information while I collected trains. He says it in the past tense. I don't have them anymore before you ask. I had to leave them back in Belgium. I'm so sad this man had to leave his trains. Did you have a little railway? Yes, and my fiance hated it. All of those objects are with my parents now. Is that all? I'm really upset that his fiance hated his train collection. Ooh, oh my goodness gracious. We have so many people to talk to. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a slut. We have to talk to the sad priest first. Confession between the priest, the confessor, and the mother is a sacred bond that should not be profaned. She burns away all sin. Can we talk? Can we talk about how nice it is? He does need a Malort-based drink. Can we talk about how nice it is, though, that they worship a goddess? A goddess? I'm just saying, a goddess? You don't treat your faith as seriously as I expected. The goddess is too important to take seriously. What? See, that's what I'm talking about! You're giving me theology? Why did he hate that? I thought it was a good idea. You're giving me theology lessons? The goddess in my book has a sense of humor. Just look at, you know, everything. Bro, I meant that in a funny way. I literally meant that in the right way. That's depressing. Why focus on the sun beyond the clouds when you can't see it and the clouds are raining on you? This man is correct! How cheery. As much as I'd love to stay, I have an early morning sermon. I pissed off the priest! No, he was right! I chose the wrong thing. He was right. Goodbye. He was right! Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth and pulls a box of matches from his bottom pocket. We discourage smoking. These are menthol, and they make your breath smell good. This is my third cocktail of the night, y'all. Good night. Take care. Formal menthols. Formal. I used to smoke menthols. TLDR, I used to smoke menthols. I don't smoke menthols anymore. I can't do mint flavored anything that is nicotine based. But I used to smoke menthol cigarettes. Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male vim and vigor. Oh god! And encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less virile also. Who invited Joe Rogan into my bar? How dare you? He's like, yes, I must consume the correct and proper spirits to woo a woman. And if I consume a girly drink, God forbid it's in a gay glass. Though often the plebeians treat me like a clerk rather than a senior individual with a great deal of power and influence. Oh, this guy thinks he's some shit. Oh, he thinks he's so much shit. He dropped the word arrondissement, which is French for neighborhood. He's literally telling me he's the HOA. I make more than most people, that's for sure. Well, fuck off. Is money important to you? No, but I find it's a good indicator of value. Well, you're a piece of shit. Right. I don't consider hobbies to be a very masculine pursuit. Men should aspire to spend their time on things of value. Such as bettering society, exploring the natural world, mining precious metals, colonizing the subcontinent, constructing large towers. I see what you did there. Do you do those things? No, I mean men in general. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going. See you. See ya. Get the fuck out of my bar, you fucking loser! So the strat is actually to talk to the rich people first. Let's talk to the woman. Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Elena. So you and Maria, what about us? Are you two dating? Oh, I guess we're gonna call this out. Maria? No, but we're close. Wait, everybody say it with me. And they were roommates. We have an official WLW. Let us effing go. Let us go. I am ready. Are you single? It's complicated, but I'm not single, even if some people might prefer me to be. This woman has just described me. That is how I would describe myself to a normal person not in the community. I'm not single, even if some people prefer me to be. Because I ain't. And I haven't been for 6 years. Who prefers that? Maria, mainly. Though I can't say many of my friends approve of my love life. Girly, same! Wait, is that the time I should get going? See you later. I just got attacked by this game. How dare they? Bartender, we meet again. I need a drink. Please surprise me with something nice. Notice I can't give him a drink. I don't have anything to ask him. Oh, I can give him a mint punch. I was very much waiting for an opportunity because he was not giving me one to, like, be the person he needed me to be. Here, drink your mojito and tell me your secrets. New motto. Do you like your job? God, no, do you? I like my job. Oh, lucky you. I'm glad. I hate that she doesn't like me for liking my job, but I do like being a bartender. Sifu says boats are safest in a harbor, but that's not what boats are built for. I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me. I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me is about to be my new Discord status. So let's see if I can continue on with him. I want to dig deep in his bullshit for a second. You have a fiance, but I am surprised. I have a life outside of work, you know. The lines might sometimes blur, but I'm more than my job. Either way, my personal business is my mind your own. Valid thought. Okay, so maybe I need to present something to this man to get him... I'm gonna kick his ass out. I'm done. I'm done dealing with these people. Make this nice and organized, like a Visio chart. We're gonna just hang our hat and call it the end of the day and let the game autosave for us. And then we are going to leave and call it an evening. We are back here with my favorite, the Wet Dirty Martini. This hot mess express right here is a split base of vodka and gin with olive brine and dry vermouth. No olives because I actually hate olives. I hate the texture of olives. They're disgusting. But the taste of olive brine is fantastic. Here's to everybody having a wonderful Sunday. Let's get back into our game, shall we? Dirty Wet Martini. Oh, let's go. All right, so we are going to pick back up where we left off. We are able to do that. But we have plenty of people to talk to. Bartender, we meet again. I need a drink. Please, surprise me with something nice. That tends to happen if you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? Alright, let's make this twit a drink so he'll talk to us. And we could get him drunk pretty easy. We could just fuck him right up. We could just fuck him right up. We were talking about this, Magpie. We could just fuck him right up. I don't like him. So giving him the equivalent of a Negroni. Absolutely. And I made it perfectly anyway. Let's fuck him up. Right now, a stiff breeze would knock me over. I'm going to try and get home while I still can. Damn it! Be safe. We got him too drunk that we kicked him right out of the bar. We weren't even gonna have conversation. We got him so drunk that he left. Good. Oh dear. Oh no. Anyway. Now she's over here talking to nobody. Okay, we don't have a lot to say to her, so we're gonna end the conversation. So we took away her conversational partner. I think I'm gonna call it an evening and do some work. There are still customers you could speak to or show clues. I could show people clues, that's right. How about I do that? I see. Okay, so now we're gonna be presenting clues. Ma'am, you have a drink? Ooh, Hugo would be very interested in this information. Oh, I've already presented it to him, then never mind. I've got options to show him clues. You catch yourself looking at his dimples instead of his scar. Oh no! So here's the funny part is like, the game does not gender me, but I am gendering myself as a male bartender because a woman would probably not be a proprietor. Being a little gay over here over Peter, we love that. I'm gonna talk to him about the blonde killer. I prefer brunettes. The dark hair and a sultry demeanor is my particular weakness. Same, dude. Same. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get in any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do, buddy. Alright, I think... Have we shown him every clue that we have? Do we have anything else we can show him? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're gonna end the evening. I think we're gonna move on. Alright, let's see here. Do we have some connect? We can put Loverboy up here. Peter's matches. The lighter and the syringe. Alright, so let's have a Peter corner. Of just Peter doing things. We know that I'm connecting him to blonde victims. Because he likes blondes. All of Bakovi Killer's victims have been blonde women, which Killian is known to have a preference for when it comes to dating. It's possible he turns to murder when he doesn't get his way. So we're gonna have to deal with him soon. We'll click save our progress, and we'll end the day. And we'll think about it, but I think we're gonna get some more clues. here on Saturday the 16th. Oh, Clara's in a bad mood. You alright, Clara? I don't want to sound paranoid, but someone is out there. Someone dangerous. Girly, we've been talking about this! When I left on Thursday, I think I was chased. Footsteps were coming towards me fast, so I ran. You were chased? Maybe. I'll talk more about it later if you're interested, but for now... What have I missed? Girly Pop! Ah! They cliffhangered me on the demo! Oh! No! 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 They could not! They cliffhangered me on the demo! No! Laugh with malicious intent. She just told me she was chased! You mean to tell me I can't do anything after that? No! No! Fair. You know what? Fair. Oh! They got me! Gosh darn it, they got me. Oh! 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 I'm so upset! So let's talk about Best Served Cold really quick. I wanna give my thoughts on the game. Now that we've played through the demo, I wanna give a little talk about it. I am hooked. I'm hooked on this game. Not just because it was custom written for me with all of my special interests written in one game, but I am involved in the story. I'm feeling the gears of my brain starting to try to put pieces together. This game is my kind of game. It's my kind of style. It's cozy without being cutesy. And it's not low stakes, but it is not necessarily like so action-packed. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this. You know that the minute this game hits full development, shut up, take my money. Here's my card. Here you go. DLC, give it to me. I want it. We will continue to play Best Served Cold as it grows, as it comes out, hopefully in 2025. I am really excited to see where this game goes. There's an axolotl shooting guns. There